You.
Yo, can you hear me?
Hold on. You.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Do I need to turn on my volume or
Turn down your volume. I can hear when I speak to you. I can hear the feedback.
turn it down?
Yeah.
Hmm. All right, what about now?
Wait, hold on.
Is it more on my TV or like outside?
Oh, it's more your feed.
My feed as in what?
Like when you. No. I can hear you. I can hear you, but um, it's better now. When you came on, like when I was speaking to you, I can hear what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
like
Okay.
with your headphones, like with your headphones, I can hear what I'm saying to you. So that's why I turn the volume down on your phone
Oh,
a
you
little bit,
more
not a
talking
lot.
about the receiving.
Yeah,
See, so you
yeah.
want me to turn it down again?
No, you good. You good.
Okay, cool, cool. So that means I can't have it too loud.
Yeah.
All right.
1 second. 1 second. Okay. All right, here we go. 10 seconds. What is up? What is up, everybody? We are live. We are live. We are live. Want to thank everybody for joining the broadcast today. And first and foremost, want to give all praises to the Most High Yahweh and His One God's Son, Yahweh Shai, who the Word called Jesus Christ. Is another episode of Saucy Discourse, season 2, episode 13. I'm your boy Jeff.
And I'm your boy Mark.
What's up, bro? How you doing today, man?
I'm alive. I'm well. And I feel like we both may have something to say before we even start the show. Usually we come on here, we have the gift of gab, and we come in with smiles, enjoyment, and expectations and anticipation of our episode. However, seeing things that's been happening in the world the last couple of weeks, and probably most likely the last 48 hours, I feel like we can't continue our show before we start off with our condolences to everything that's been happening not only in Buffalo, but what happened maybe 48 hours ago in, I believe it was Live Texas. Um, we do always here talk about sports. This is a sports show, Jeff, but we are also living in reality when we get off this show. And you are a father, and there are a lot of parents that I do know well enough in this world right now that we are blessed to be alive and living. But the things that we have seen in the last 48 hours, I must I to bro, has made me very, very uncomfortable. And the best way to do about this is just to sleep on it. You hear me?
I hear you, but you sound like it's a lot of static. I hear like you muffling or something like that when you talk.
What about now?
Yeah, you still sound the same.
So, what about now? Same thing?
Yeah, It's like staticky.
All right, let me know now.
Nah.
Weird. What about now? Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. You very low.
I'm very low.
Yeah, yeah. I had to turn up your mic all the way up because I can hardly hear you.
What about now?
Still the same.
Yeah. Okay, give me 1 minute. Hold on.
Sorry about that, guys. We a little technical difficulties going on with our mic, so we're gonna try to get that fixed before we actually move on. By the way, while you're watching, go and subscribe to all the platforms we're on. The link is below in the description. Um, Follow us on all the streaming platforms that we're on. Make sure you go get some official Saucy Discourse merch as well. We appreciate the love and support that we received for the past 2 years, and we're gonna keep pushing forward. And we got the network coming. I'll bring Marcus back in.
Okay,
Yo,
man. Tell me how do I sound now?
I can hear you. Hold on. Say something again.
How do I sound now?
Keep talking.
How do I sound now? Are we good? Am I good to go? Is everything still choppy? Do I sound choppy smooth?
Well, you're not choppy. I can hear you, but like when you speak, like you don't have a fan on, nothing like that, right?
Nope.
No.
No fans up in here, bro.
Like it's like very like airy. But I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. But I could probably edit that out.
Okay, let me see. Same thing.
Keep talking.
How do I sound now? Same thing. Still a little
That's
choppy.
perfect. That the way you holding it right now is perfect. Now say something again without you holding it like that.
All right, how do I sound now?
Or I can hear you, but I gotta turn you all the way up. All right.
All right, how I sound now? Sound check.
Go like this real quick.
How do I sound now?
I think you have to do that the whole show. Cause we go like this, it,
Oh
it
my
gets a
God,
little,
man.
it gets a little static and airy.
I look like
No, no, no.
look like the Black Home Alone right now, just holding my.
Yeah, but sit back and hold it. So only when you speak. Only when you speak. Just hold it like this. Now speak right now.
All right, how do I sound now?
All right. Yeah, we could deal with that.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to edit this out, right?
Well, we're live, so that's
Oh damn it! You know what? This is what happens when you have. This is why we have what we call a sound check. Everything was good 10 minutes ago, and now everything. This is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as I was saying,
all right.
the
Take your hands down for a minute. All right,
okay,
say something.
all right, here we go. Same thing.
Yeah, you still sound a little low though.
Oh my
But
god.
no, don't push it in like that. Just stay like that. Don't get close to the phone. Because when you
Oh,
get
okay,
close to the phone, I hear feedback.
got it. All right. So
Yeah, but
I'm
you
gonna
don't
do
have
this
to hold
one
like
more
this.
time.
If you just stay like that when you talking without
Okay.
holding like this, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So
But I just
everything
had to
sound
turn
okay
you
right
up.
now.
So you would have to like speak a little bit, up instead of just talking. You got to go. Yeah, you have to go like that to So for
All
everybody
right.
can hear you very, very clear.
All right. So you can hear me like this right now.
Yes, that's perfect. You would have to speak like that
All
for
right.
the whole
Cool.
show.
Cool. 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 That's fine. That's fine. Um, before all this technicality nonsense was going on, I was sitting here saying that usually when we come out on our show, there's a lot of expectations, anticipations from our fans, which we so humbly appreciate, and we're happy and everything. We're excited to do our show. In spite of everything that has happened in the last 48 freaking hours, bro, it's 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 hard not to say at least get the shit out the way. You know what I'm saying? My heart goes out to everybody who has lost family members in Buffalo, as well as what happened 48 hours ago in Uvalde, Texas. My heart goes out to the families, and we gotta have a conversation like enough is enough, bro. You hear what I'm saying? Enough is
Absolutely.
enough. You're first of all, you're a father. You have to send your kids to school every freaking day without the possibility of knowing what could happen to them by the time you pick them up from work. And by the time the kids may have recess, they might not be able to come back inside the damn school. That is a sad, sad, pathetic statement. And we have no choice now to sit around and use these words I'm about to say, and it shows the world that we are living in right now. It seems like the Dems and I don't even want to say the Dems. It seems like the government and politicians seem to be more concerned about abortion more they than they seem to be more concerned about abortion than they are concerned about gun violence. If this shit right here that happens to these 12 children does not give you a cause to pause and a clarity moment for y'all, then I don't know what to tell y'all right now. Y'all want us to vote for y'all, but y'all not doing your damn job. How long can we keep going on and say it's enough is enough? How much bloodshed do y'all want? More bloodshed do y'all want? It's not just grown men anymore. It's not. Now it's children that doesn't even have a chance to understand what just process because of some bum, some weak, because some bully wants to go shoot up another school that has nothing to do with the school he was in because he was bullied. Before then, shoots the grandma. Of another, according to a report, that he shot his grandmother first before going to the school and then shooting up the elementary school. Spent 2 G's on a gun, walked into the back of the school. There was no security, no police whatsoever, and then decides to just air raid people of his own color, his own skin. I'm not even a father, and that made me uncomfortable. I have nieces, I have nephews, I have family members. You are a father, and I understand your pain to hear listening to that, hearing that. There are athletes out there who are parents, and it's just like, yo, what's he gonna say? Steve Kerr said it absolutely right. What are y'all gonna do? Something has to change. If you're more concerned about abortion than you are concerned about gun violence, and they're still not getting the point, something is seriously wrong with this country. And I feel like if we don't speak about it, bro, it's just gonna be another normal day. So at the end of the day, bro, my heart and my love goes to everybody that lost their lives, lost children, teachers, everybody. I feel like we should, it's time for peace. We gotta come together for peace, man. Enough is enough. You gonna throw it, Jeff, real quick?
I agree with you. Do me a favor. Put your mic. I got you. Put your mic on mute for a minute while I talk. All right.
Sure.
All right. You can hear me? Not yet. Um, when it comes to this whole you want to call it a mass shooting or gun violence, however people want to slice it, what happened in Buffalo when this guy shot up black people and had the nerve to write on his gun, "Here's your respirations." For this kid to go into an elementary school in Texas, and for people to actually say, "Oh, he was bullied, he was poor," the people that close to him say that was close to him say that he was poor, he was bullied, and all these other things they want to say about this man. I really don't give a damn. How in Oprah Winfrey's name that a person that was actually so-called bullied, so-called picked on, so-called poor, people could throw in a mental health issue all you want. That's fine. You could do that. But to go to an elementary school and shoot up some kids and killing the teacher is not a damn excuse. If you want to go handle the people that actually was bullying you, then go handle them. But to actually shoot up some damn kids that has totally nothing to do with your situation, why you was getting bullied and all these other excuses people want to make up for him, it's nonsense. I don't want to hear nothing about the mental health, about these two jerk offs who have easy access to go get a gun. No, it's not a revolver. No, it's not a 9mm gun. These guys had AR-16s with the extended clip, and for the government, going all the way back to Sandy Hook, has done nothing about it. Because you know why? When they start doing something, oh, you try to take away my Second Amendment right. NRA. And let's keep it real. The NRA got politicians in Washington in their pockets. So who's really the enemy here? Are we going to go at the politicians who make the laws? Or are we going to go at the people who actually fund in their pockets and tell them, hey, y'all need to stop? Because we're going to use our Second Amendment, get trained, pass all the tests to get weapons, and I think everybody should go get a gun. Go start do everything the right way. And when you do get a gun, go point it at the NRA. I bet you they switch up their position real quick. Who do we aim our energy towards? Our anger towards? Hell, if you made your bed, you gotta sleep in it. Because these politicians in Washington, they don't give a damn about nobody. They don't give a damn. All they care is about their seat in the Senate and their pockets. And them damn lobbyists that put money in their pockets. That's who they protect. So I don't want to hear nothing about, they have to do something. They're not going to do anything. What we need to do is be like them folks that went on Washington when Trump told them to. And we need to take our anger to Washington and actually, personally, Marcus, I think we should have a revolution every 4 years. Just to wipe out all the nasty, the dirtiness, the swamp that's in Washington. Because this is inexcusable. Because I don't give a damn who we put in that seat. You can say anything that you running for Senate, you running for Congress, you running for president. You can say anything to get you votes, but once you sit in that seat, we as people do not hold them responsible, and that's part of our fault too. We have to fight fire with fire, just like them people who ran up on Washington and made their point. What the hell are we gonna do? Because all we're gonna do is make a speech, raise some money, and then our short attention span is only gonna last for a certain couple of months, and then everybody gonna going back to TikTok, making up dances and stuff like that. What is it really about? Is it really that important to you to go do something about it and do it the right way? Because no people in power do not give a damn. Go ahead, bro. Take it on mute.
I agree with you 100%, bro. And it's very simple. Like I said, these politicians right now are more concerned about abortion than they are gun violence. You're more concerned about a woman being rightfully 7 to 9 months pregnant and want to eliminate abortion then you are more worried about mass shootings that have been going on this year alone. And since we live in New York City, the numbers, I mean, every single day, you don't even have to turn on the news because you know it's coming. If it's not in the train, it's in the bus. If it's not in the bus, sitting in the car. If you're not sitting in the car, you're walking down the street. Just coming home from school. And for no reason whatsoever, you're just calling the crossfires for absolutely nothing. And you seem more concerned about taking away abortions than you seem more about gun violence. A fake ass, bum ass, punk ass man who claims to be a man was bullied. I don't want to. I honestly at this point, mental health. If you want to go with it, like you said, fine. I can't go with that. I just can't. I understand how serious mental health is, but there is no reason for you. First, you go in your own home and you shoot your own flesh and blood, your grandmother, and then you go to Instagram to post the shit. Then you go to a school that you never attended, that you did not attend. You shoot children and teachers. Children that at that point in time, at that age, just like we were when we growing up, are completely innocent until proven guilty when they get older. These are innocent children, your own skin color, your own race, and you took them out because you were bullied. You weren't bullied by these kids. These kids didn't even know who the hell you were. And you just took them on like that because you thought it was okay. And why did the hell it take the police so long? Number one. Number two, where in the hell was any damn security or any, let me not say security, armed security? Does anybody want to answer that question? Because it seemed like in every New York school, New York high school, junior high school, at least the high schools we went to, even though at times it was still unsafe, every single high school in New York City, especially in the Bronx, and all 5 boroughs, there were metal detectors everywhere. There was so much metal detectors, we thought that we was in an infirmary, we about to get locked up. We was going to the pen. But in other states like this one, and I'm not saying it's needed for elementary school, but I'm just saying where it was when we grew up. We went to a school before we even thought about going to a lunchroom or a library or a classroom. We had to pass through metal detectors. We was getting checked in our bags. We was getting checked pretty much everywhere. Hell, we had at times we had to take off our belt. We had to take off our shoes. At times, yeah, you take out our earrings because of the metal detectors of that power. What has happened to that? Now, I'm not saying we need to get back to that, but something needs to fucking happen. And I'm sick of turning on the TV or getting apps, and I'm sure every freaking parent is tired of this, not knowing what the hell is going to happen to a child or themselves, period, because of the simple fact that a grown ass man or people who are under our age is getting guns, spending 2 G's on a gun because of they call it mental health to save them, because for no reason at all. People like us are losing our lives for no reason at all. But you're seem to be more concerned about fucking abortion. There are people already outside this world right now trying to do good and make the world somewhat a better place compared to everything that's already been going on. If it's not COVID, it's shootings. If it's not shootings, it's shootings on the trains or buses in the streets. Now there's this. Same thing up in Buffalo. I mean, what do we do after this? We try to go on our daily lives. We try to, ladies and gentlemen, but there's some shit that me and Jeff have to do, and we have to talk about shit like this. And obviously, I'm not even a parent, but my brother to my left is a father. And I'm pretty sure once he heard that, the first thing he did was call his son. Because I know my brother. And the last thing I would want to hear, and or he would want to hear, is any freaking parent in this world have to get a phone call about some random person or anybody getting a phone call about a shooting in their child's school or their teacher, or anybody that works in that facility as a teacher, student, or faculty. Once again, my heart goes out to everybody in Buffalo. My heart goes out to everybody in Uvalde, Texas. We are going to start that show with that, and I feel like we both have to start off with that. Because if I feel like I didn't get that off my chest, bro, this won't be a show, personally. So, ladies and gentlemen, just keep praying, keep living. This is what we're going to do. We're going to try to go back to what we love talking about, sports. But we feel like we just had to start that all show to get that off our chest. So, how are you doing, my brother? In spite of all of that. Can't hear you, brother.
My fault. Um, there's a lot going on. I get the whole praying part.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to pray every day,
Mm-hmm.
or when you need to. But I'm gonna just keep it all the way real. America is going to shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pitch on me real quick. America's going to shit, and me being a spiritual person, me being an Israelite, and actually studying the scriptures, especially in the book of Revelation, it speaks of Babylon the Great, not ancient Babylon, but a future Babylon that had Egyptian features in it. If you look at Washington, D.C., what do you see? You see the same monuments that Egypt had. On the back of our money, you see a pyramid. And it said in the last days, God chosen people is going to be in a new Egypt and in a great Babylon. And that great Babylon is translated to America. America must be destroyed. America is the most hypocritical place you can actually be on the place Earth. Because at one hand of it, y'all want to have these old. Y'all want to say that this is the land of opportunity. We take care of our people. No, you don't. You don't take care of your own people. And this is the perfect example of it. Because if you want to take care of your own, you would do something about it. America has to fall. I mean, you ain't doing nothing for your own people. We still got Brittany Griner and you in Russia for having a CBD oil vape pen that was probably given to her while she was on the way out of the country, because if she would have came in with the country, she would have never got in the country. But the bigger picture is that she's being used as a political pawn because America want to side with Ukraine. And Vladimir Putin, who actually disrespected Joe Biden on so many levels, and America on so many levels. If you got a problem with it, come do something. We don't take care of our own people. That's all nonsense. And if you keep messing with that man has a nuclear plant. Let me say this again. This man has a nuclear plant and been testing it for years. Yeah, we got nuclear weapons, but not to a certain extent. Vladimir Putin has. See, everybody think Russian boots can come over here in America. He don't have to do that. He don't have to send no troops over here. That man can actually stretch and press a button, just like our president can do. But the only difference is Vladimir Putin will have the balls to actually push the button and destroy America. You have Brittany Griner wife crying and pleading, Mr. Biden, can you do something about this? You know what Joe Biden said? I don't know much about the matter. Can she make an appointment? I'm paraphrasing here. And she's not the only American that's stuck over there. What are you going to do to get the Americans that are stuck over there, Mr. Biden? I mean, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable. We talk about how we need to do better, but every time we talk about this, everybody say they piece and not hold these people in Washington responsible. So the question is, the people that are so angry about this, what are we going to do about it? Go vote? Because Lord knows you can't trust that. Because they messing with the damn numbers. Voter fraud. Trying to depress our vote. What are we going to do about it? If we ain't going to do nothing about it, or come up with new strategies, do something about it, everybody needs to shut up. Because, like my brother pointed out, yes, I am a father. And if one of my kids would got hurt, all hell would have broke loose. See, my kids don't live in the city. They live in Middletown, New York. Which is as far away from the city, country as hell. So I can picture that in my mind, some crazy lunatic going into one of my son's schools because he feel like he was bullied too much. And what about the damn school system? What about therapy? What about the resources to get these people some help? What about the classmates or the people around him that's saying and coming out and saying all this stuff about him? Oh, he was bullied. People saying this about him. People say, why didn't anybody report this to the school? For the school can actually make some chances to reach out to him and try to get the talk to him and try to get him some help and try to put a clamp on the situation. But no, nobody ain't do it. Nobody ain't do anything. Nobody reported anything. School board and that damn police. You're hearing stories now that damn police up there. They was going in that school to go get their own kids without arresting the other kids out the school. That's a recent report that just came out this morning. So you swore on your badge that you protect and serve everybody, but when the shit hit the fan, I'm gonna say my kid first. What is a natural response when you're a parent, but every parent don't have a shield. I mean, what the hell is going on here? Let's move on. Let's start with some NFL real quick. Some breaking news as a reporter yesterday that Colin Kaepernick tried out for the Raiders. They're Oakland, Las Vegas. I don't give a damn. They're North Carolina. I don't give a damn. It's the Raiders, okay? What's your take on Colin Kaepernick getting a chance to work out for the Raiders? And I'll put my mic on mute.
Um, Very simple, bro. It's about damn time. First things first. Secondly, why did it take y'all so damn long to give this man a shot when he should have had one? Let's go back to what, 2012, 2013, when the man was already blackballed just for doing something simple, which is so funny, doing something so simple as starting a movement because of the same thing that we just sat here and talked about. Am I going crazy? Or am I reading into something that is not making sense? Colin Kaepernick sat on his knee during an NFL football game. Now, I understand all the military, they feel some type of way. That's fine. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. But in his mind, what we understand, I'm not saying we as a race, what we, me, and you understand is the man sat and went down on one knee, put a fist up in the air because of the things that we are going through today. And the man has been blackballed just for an expression of how he thought his opinion. There are others that have followed him, but he was the first to do it. And then he gets blackballed because of the exact thing that we are going through with today with mass shootings left and right, left and right, left and right, or police shootings left and right, left and right, left and right. You don't believe me? Look at George Floyd. You don't believe me? Was the kid with the hoodie? I forget his name. Man got shot with a hoodie by a cop. Just walking out the damn bodega. Trayvon Martin. You want to go even further? Amadou Diallo. I mean, do I have to keep bringing up names? Breonna Taylor. These are the exact things that Colin Kaepernick sat and put his fist up in the air for the exact same reason that we are going through today. All the man wanted to do is play football and make a point. But what do we get? Controversy, politicism, BS left and right. The man is blackballed. Colin Kaepernick has been, I don't want to say more black. Colin Kaepernick and Mark Jackson to sit down one day and have just a educated conversation on, it could be on ESPN, Boardroom, Fox, because that will be a piece that I guarantee a lot of people want to see. Two men, African American men, that are very good at what they do, to have a conversation and figure out why, in their opinion, each one of them has been blackballed. Mark Jackson was the head coach of the Golden State Warriors. Everybody thinks it was Steve Kerr, Steve Kerr, Steve Kerr. No, it was not. Mark Jackson is the reason why there is a Steph, there is a Clay, there is a Draymond, there is a Iguodala. Mark Jackson installed that. Steve Kerr just took it to a greater height. But nobody does not forget, Golden State doesn't forget that. Mark Jackson is the one that started that. What happened? Because of his beliefs. And one thing that he says, all of a sudden the man has been blackballed for the last, over 15, 20 years and has not had a coaching position. And everybody who is a basketball fan absolutely knows and believes that this man should have been a head coach. But you got those scrubs like the Luke Waltons in the world getting job after job after job. You got coaches who don't even deserve to be a coach in the NBA right now. And I'm going to call his name out. I'm talking about Steve Nash. The man, he got one interview where the snap of his finger to get the job. Never coached before. Gets the job out of nowhere. We see what happened. So Mark Jackson, who is the official head coach, in my opinion, should have a ring. Not as a player, but as a coach. Does he even get opportunity? Same thing with Colin Kaepernick. The man took a team with a hardball to the Superdome, to the Super Bowl, and then they won the game against Ray Lewis and the Baltimore Ravens defense. Yet they're not talking about what he did to lead his team to the Super Bowl. They're more concerned with him doing this and putting his foot and kneeling to the ground for the exact same reasons that we are doing today. This man has been beyond deserving tryout. Hell, right now, Colin Kaepernick, at least in my opinion, is better than half the fucking quarterbacks that are playing right now. He's better than Zach Wilson. He's damn sure better than Daniel Jones. He's probably better than Dak Prescott. He's better than James. So he's better than half the quarterbacks that are playing that are supposed to be starters in this league right now. He's better than Drew Lock. You mean to tell me that Colin Kaepernick can't be a starter for the New York Giants? He can't be a starter in Seattle? He can't be a starter in Miami? I guarantee you, he can't be a starter. Oh, God help us all. If he's a starter with the Washington, who cares what the team name is right now? The Commanders. If you want controversy, have Colin Kaepernick be the starting quarterback in Washington, D.C. That is CNN waiting to happen, if you ask me. That's CNN. That is controversy. CNN waiting to happen. Another Washington problem. Your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts on Colin, like you said, it is about time. Everybody know he's blackballed, and that is basically a testimony on why we should admire Colin Kaepernick. For some reason you just mentioned, number one, for what we still going through today, racial discrimination, what he took a knee for, and him being discriminated against with the owners. Because everybody know the buck stops with the owners. And it actually took the Raiders to remind themselves how much they are a rebellious organization since their existence. And it actually came to their senses that, hey, we should get Colin a workout, an official workout. because you got history like Al Davis hiring the first black GM. The Raiders have a history hiring the first Hispanic coach. They have a history of getting people of minorities, so-called minorities, because we're not a minority. We're a majority. We outnumbered. White folks 11-1 around the world, but they want to call us minority because we're in a low state position. But as a minority, the Raiders have a history of giving minority chances. Now, I understand what he haven't played since 2016, but like you pointed out, you can't name me other than the top 10 best quarterbacks right now. Starting from 11 all the way to 20, you can't tell me any one of them quarterbacks is better than Colin Kaepernick. And kudos to Colin Kaepernick for staying in shape for all these years, because he saw this. He saw the mountaintop. Like, listen, I'm going to be back in the lead. I'm not going to be kneeling no more. I'm going to respect the national anthem. I just want to get my point across. He been saying that since the beginning. But nobody want to touch him because he was hot Cheetos, flame of fire. So I think it's great for Colin. If it doesn't get signed by the Raiders, maybe another team might pick him up. But I'm hoping that the Raiders will do the right thing, because other than David Carr, I mean, they don't have anybody. Can you name another damn quarterback that they have on roster? So Colin would be a good number two to David Carr. I mean, I have to see him in live action, because the training videos we saw, it's just him throwing to wide receiver. We don't see any cornerbacks. We don't see any safeties and stuff like that. So I want to see more of that going forward. But it's not even a question that Colin Kaepernick should be on an NFL roster. This man has been blackballed. I mean, like you say, anybody can take him. I mean, including your damn Giants. I mean, Lord knows you got Danny Pennis, by the way, who would never be on a Colin Kaepernick level when he was actually playing before 2006. So I hope the Raiders do the right thing. I hope Colin Kaepernick come through and the Raiders sign him, and he could be the second or third string quarterback. And I want to, if they do that, I can't wait for the damn preseason to see what he got. Also breaking news: Deshaun Watson. He had two accusers on HBO with Brian Gumbel, HBO Sports, saying that it was disgusting for them to see Deshaun Watson get a $230+ million contract. Mr. Wilson, what was your thoughts when you heard these two accusers saying that Deshaun Watson getting a $230 million contract was disgusting?
That's a great question, bro. My thoughts were, why y'all went into HBO? I understand publicity. Why are you waiting for HBO to start talking about it? It's hard now. I was going to talk about this before, when it was going on before he signed that $230 million 5-year contract. Why was you talking about this when he was in Houston? I mean, inquiring minds want to know. So you want to hate on a brother who we still don't know, allegedly had sexual misconduct with 22 women. Either way, it looks bad. Let's be honest. It looks bad either way for Deshaun. We still don't know if it's true or not. But you're coming on HBO Hard Knocks and talking about a situation that you don't have solid proof on. Damn those two accusers. They could have been paid to be on that show. They didn't come on there with solid ocular proof, as I say ocular. They didn't come on there with solid proof. They could have been paid to be on the show for all we know. Their names could probably, they couldn't even be a real name for all we know. We don't know nothing. This has been going on for what? Almost 2 years now? This was possibly going on before the pandemic now, they're saying? Why are y'all waiting till the man gets the bag? Y'all know he got the bag, but now all of a sudden now he gets traded, he gets the bag, he gets the largest contract in history. Now y'all want to sit around and talk. Oh, it's disgusting for a quarterback to get paid all this money, knowing his situation. Now, why are y'all so worried about the man money for? That man ain't never did nothing to y'all. I understand your opinion. Like I said, either situation looks real bad. If he did it, looks bad. If he did it, Cleveland, they're stuck. Why? Because the guy that y'all really wanted, y'all not gonna have him because he could end up doing jail time for this. If it's true. If it's not true, you're going to suspend him 6 games halfway through the season, and you're still going to have Baker Mayfield as the quarterback. So that derails your 2022-2023 NFL season. But for HBO Hard Knocks to sit around and talk about this nonsense like y'all have all the proof in the world, because no one still has the proof. Because if the proof was in the pudding, this whole situation would have been over. It still ain't been a trial date set. It is. We have not seen all 22 women who have occasionally accused this man of doing God knows what. There's no proof on either side, and yet you worry about the man bag. You didn't say a damn thing when the first accusation came out when he was in Houston 2 years ago, before the pandemic, apparently, because that's when it happened. You didn't say a damn thing 2 years ago when the man was in Houston, already on a good contract, ready to leave because of the situation he already was in Houston. But then you want to wait for him to get that bag, to get that more moolah that he so rightfully deserved, regardless. And I'm only speaking what he does on the field. I'm not talking about the stuff he does off the field. I'm speaking what Deshaun Watson does for an NFL team, for a franchise on the field. Strictly football. If you have a healthy Deshaun Watson with a healthy squad like Cleveland with Nick Chubb and other wide receivers that are on his team, you have a contender. When you talk about young quarterbacks in the league right now, on the field, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, not in the order, Justin Herbert, Deshaun Watson. And I'm not going in order. But what you're not going to do is sit around and count the man money and talk about it's disgusting when you had a whole 2 years to talk about this whole damn situation, but you wait for the brother to get the bag. What y'all hating for? You don't know if this whole situation is true or not. How about y'all get the facts like everybody else needs to? And then when you get your facts, because right now, HBO, okay, let's say tomorrow, everything comes out saying Deshaun Watson has pleaded not guilty. Or everything the case has been thrown away because there's been no evidence or no proof. HBO Knox is going to look real stupid. Why? Because they're going to sit around and say, how can you give this guy this money when he's been accused of this and that? Well, 24 hours later, they just said that they didn't. So it's going to make y'all look real stupid, act like y'all got the proof, but I really don't. It just looks stupid. It looks retarded. I'll be honest. It looks like a lot of haterism going on. And I'm just talking about him getting the bag. I'm not talking about what he did off the field, if he did it or not. Very simple. I'll leave it to you.
You know, when it comes to this, when it comes to these women, you know, Going on HBO Sports, talking to Brian Gumbo because everybody like a good story from Brian Gumbo and to be interviewed by Brian Gumbo. The man's a sports media legend. Let's not hate on Brian Gumbo. They just looking for a story. Okay. Now, when you actually watch this interview, right? And you listen to the stories that this woman says and stuff like that. I mean, they made it sound, believable because when she was actually explaining, one of them was actually explaining the story how she was giving Deshaun Watson a massage, and Deshaun start telling her to go down, keep going lower and lower and lower, and she started crying. She cried on it right there on the spot, right there on the spot. Doesn't mean she's telling the truth. I mean, women are emotional creatures. How many times we had a woman lie to us with tears falling out their eyes? I never cheat on you, and I love you. And you see snot coming out of their nose, and the eyes get all swollen up, and the tears just running down their face. I never cheated on you. And then a few years later, they actually admit that they cheated on you. I don't believe none of this. I don't believe none of this. What these women say. You damn right they count that man money. They make out $230 million. Okay. You think it's disgusting? But this is the same man that you filed a civil lawsuit against, trying to get some damn money. Now it make no damn sense. Because the man don't have the $230 million. He only seen $1 million of the since he signed a new contract. But you don't give a damn. You so disgusted of Deshaun Watson getting $230 million. But this is the same guy you try to get money from. And in the court of law, these cases has been thrown out because it has not been enough evidence to actually prove what the hell you saying. That's not my accident. And I have to remind people, this is a black man in America. I mean, talk about a downfall. They can easily use Deshaun Watson as an example of what not to do as a high-paid quarterback in the NFL. And in the court of law to actually be proven that these cases are getting thrown out. Says it all. Now you hear people say, well, he has 22 filed lawsuits, when there's smoke, there's fire. Hell all that. Because nobody knows the modern day woman. Okay? This is not 1968. Okay? This is 2022. Women think differently. Okay? They think about why go to school for 4 years where I can blow Curtis Sanders and get $40 million out of him. That's how a modern woman thinks. Money comes first. Security comes first. I mean, it's disgusting. It's totally disgusting to see the woman coming after Deshaun Watson like that. Now, we as society, we hear rappers and ballers talk about hoes, right? We're hearing the songs. Every other city we go, we see the same hoe. She's a hoe. Ho, she's a hoe. Ho. I mean, why can't I be? It's just a lot of hoes looking for a come up. Why it have to be some sexual, abuse and stuff like that when it comes to these modern day women? And then what we need to do, going back to laws, what we need to do is to actually start making laws, because when these women find out that, when we find out that these women are lying, why cannot they be held as responsible? Why they cannot go to jail? How many stories we have heard that athletes have been accused of sexual assault, careers have been destroyed, they've been in jail for 5 to 10 years, and then actually the woman comes out and say, "Oh, I was just lying. I was just mad because he broke up with me. I wanted to marry him. I was just mad he broke up with me, so I just made this up to my parents." and nothing happens. All the man gets is an apology. Apology? Damn your apology. I just did 10 years because of your damn lie. You should do 10 years for that. But no, nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about that. And that's what pissed me off, okay? There's just a lot of hoes in 2022. Okay, the way the model woman thinks, she thinks about luxury lifestyle. That's why she counting the Sean Watson money because she's suing him, right? And you might get some of that money. Call it disgusting. That's what you're supposed to say. It's disgusting because you actually playing some damn role to get some damn money. I don't believe none of that, man. I don't believe nothing these women say about athletes, stuff like that, because there's just a lot of hoes.
And in the words of the late great Nick Dog, I got hoes, I got hoes in different area codes, hoes. I mean, what are you supposed to say? You're absolutely right, bro. You know why? And I'll add on to that. Women who are all about the bag, and everybody should be always be about the bag, no matter what. I love me a woman with intelligence. We gonna go. We gonna throw a little wrench on what we doing on this episode. I love a woman with intelligence. So I'm glad what I got. I got me a beautiful one with intelligence. I love a woman who likes to use her brain before she talks about going on social media. And talk going on social media talking about what we got. Why are you so worried about another man getting his bag? Get your own bag, sis. Stop worrying about the next man bag. There are videos of women out here sitting around saying, "Oh, I don't need to get no job. I don't need to get no career. I don't need to go to college because all I need to do is be like Megan Thee Stallion. All I need to do is do these TikTok videos, and I will blow up." Ladies and gentlemen, for the people who do not know, Megan Thee Stallion may be an artist, but she has a brain, and she actually graduated from college this past year. This past year, regardless of all the things that she may do that us guys we love to look at, because she is a beautiful, fine black woman. She is also a damn good entrepreneur, and she has a brain, and she graduated from college. Ain't always about hot girl summer. Shorty got a brain. So there are women out here, like you said, they hoes out here. You gonna keep it a buck on? There's some hoes. We got some hoes out here. There ain't nothing more we can say about it. And maybe these hoes are just trying to get to Deshaun Watson money. You know what it is? It's like a stripper in a strip club. Deshaun Watson just signed his new contract. 5 years, $320 million. You remember that scene from the Players Club when Bernie Mac pressed that green button and AJ Johnson, late great AJ Johnson, came in that back room? He's like, yo, big money showed up. With big money. The athlete showed up. Athlete, oh, ho, ho, ho. That green, he pressed that button, that green sign came on, and everything turned to green. That whole money that money sign came on. That means, and one of the girls, Andell Givens, is like, "Oh, girls, you know what that buzzer means? That means there's some money out there. Let's go out and get that money." Guys have seen the Ice Cube and them was out there trying to get all that money, giving it away. That's what it's like with these females right now. That's exactly what these females are right now. Just out there pressing, waiting on that green button. They see you got 5 years, $320 million. Now all of a sudden, here y'all come. Here y'all come. Just waiting in line, trying to get a piece of the cash, trying to get a piece of the gas. Excuse me, a piece of the bag. But y'all can't have it. We want to know who all these women are, and we're still asking about this 2 years later. Who are these women? Can somebody tell me? And going to Brian Gumble ain't going to be the answer. Brian Gumble got his money. He good over here. He's just doing HBO. That's all he do. You don't never see Brian Gumble anywhere else. You don't see him back on NBC no more. You damn sure don't see him on Fox. You don't see him on CNN. If it is, it's a rare appearance. I mean, go ahead, man.
I mean, I totally agree with you. Um, but yeah, that's just a lot of hosts. Um, let's transition to the MEA. The MEA, all MEA teams got released the other day. And let's start with the first. You know, that I had a big problem with. All right, all NBA first team is Luca Doncic, deserving, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, Joker, and Giannis. Mr. Wilson, do you agree with the all NBA first team? And if not, who you feel like should be taken out?
Well, this is a little dicey because the five names that you put up, I have no problem with. Now, obviously, the main thing is either Jokic or Embiid. That's what this whole. It's not even about. Let's eliminate Giannis.
What?
Yes, yes. Look, I know how you feel about Giannis. I know how you feel about Giannis. It's all right. It's all right. He's always gonna be NBA first. There's nothing you can do about it. You can hate all you want to. It's all good. Let's eliminate everybody else. The real question is, should Joel Embiid been NBA first team, or should it have been Jokic? That shouldn't. That's the main question about this. Should the MVP be on the NBA second team rather than Joel Embiid, who in some ways some people say they play better than him? In my opinion, he should have been MVP. Should have been the actual MVP and should be on the first NBA All Team. The other question we have to ask is is the NBA going to have to make a change to this All NBA team? I think they should. I think you should expand it. What I mean expand, and allow me to explain when I say expand, Joe. I believe it shouldn't just be just two guards, two centers. I mean, two guards, two forwards, and a center. That's your traditional lineup for your like an NBA squad. With all the fluidity of the talent that we have in the NBA right now, I think, and this will be my promotion: two centers, three forwards, three guards. You have 32 teams, and you have so many good players. I also believe you should add an NBA All Fourth team. Why you should do that? Because there are so many good players that have good seasons and they still get left out. Not only that, what's not talked about is that also on the players' contracts. What's not talked about is if a player makes NBA first team, second team, or third team, they get a little extra in their contract, a little extra in the check. So LeBron James, who made All NBA third team, was supposed to make NBA second team for instance. This is an example, not true. Let's say he would have made 30, 40, 20, 30, $40 million. That's how it usually is. Last year, Paul George was All NBA second team and got an extra $15 million on the check. Same thing with Julius Randle when he, at the time, was NBA All NBA second team, but then conned the hell out of us and ain't shit ain't produced since that moment. I believe in all instances they should make that change, have two centers, three forwards, two guards, three guards, and it should be all NBA, first team, second team, third team, and fourth team. I have a problem instantly with. I don't have a problem with this list personally. You might say Booker, you might say I don't know who else you would say honestly, but in my opinion, bro, I think this list is fine. I don't have a major problem with it. What say you?
First of all, Mr. Wilson, you're unbelievable, man. You're unbelievable. You just like getting under my skin. 'Cause you know damn well that Giannis should not be on the NBA first team. He should not. So you need to stop it right now. Okay? Everybody knows Joel Embiid should be on the NBA all first team, not Giannis. Okay? Cheaters are not allowed on the first team. Okay? And he actually got bumped out of the playoffs for being a damn cheater, which is called calling what he did last year to Kyrie Irving. Okay? Now, you can make an argument, okay, when it comes to Giannis and Joel Embiid. Everybody else, I have a problem with. I don't have a problem with it being on the NBA All First team. But when it comes to Giannis, he should be swiped out. Hell, you can make an argument for Kevin Durant. Okay, Kevin Durant averaged more points than Giannis did, but Giannis get all first team, and then KD and Joel Embiid get all second team. This don't make any sense. This sounds like a straight screw job. All right, anybody who had a vote on the All NBA teams, period. Okay, this is a popularity contest, and Giannis did not deserve to be first. Everybody knows it should have been not JaVale McGee, but excuse me, Joel Embiid, or it should have been KD. Period. Giannis did not deserve to be All NBA first team. Now, if you give me second or third, I have no problem with you. But to be first, hell to the no. Your response?
Why am I not surprised, buddy? Here's why you sick of me. You sick of me sometimes. I love you. I really do. But you're sick of me sometimes. You know why? Because you just don't want to let it go, man. You just can't do it.
I gave you facts.
No, 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 ain't no damn fact. This is all
That's
personal.
facts.
And you know how I know it's personal? Because I know you bring it up. You cannot help yourself. As soon as you see the man average damn near almost a triple double. The man averaged what, 26, 11, and 7. And he shouldn't be on NBA first team? The man was top 4 in MVP voting. Was what? One of the top 2, 3 teams in the conference. But yet, for some particular reason, when it comes to you, you feel like this man ain't got no damn business being in the position that he was. They should be. The man took
You
the team
don't,
to the playoffs. The man took his team to the playoffs, man, and
bro.
led a team.
So Joel Embiid did too. And had lesser to
Okay,
use.
okay, so where's okay? But I'm sorry, was Jokic not also in the playoffs either? Or we
Yes.
just gonna forget it? Or we just gonna glass that over
But everybody knows
like
Jokic deserved to be. He deserved to be on NBA All First team. Everybody knows that.
are we sure about that?
Yes, we sure.
I okay, you're right because I said MB should have been MVP, but I don't have no problem with Jokic being MVP back to back. The man has been disrespected by the media so damn much. The man played without no Jamal Murray, played half
No,
the
that's not
series.
what we talking about here. Nobody, me, you do not disagree on Jokic being on All NBA First team. We just talking about Giannis. Stop trying to get away from the damn argument. The debate is, does Giannis deserve to be All NBA First team? And my answer is hell no. Okay, Joel Embiid should be All NBA First team. Stop trying to annoy it.
Why you hate Giannis? Huh? What that man do to you?
I mean, how many times Joel Embiid gonna get screwed this year? He didn't get an MVP.
Go ahead.
He went through this whole nonsense with Ben Simmons, by the way, and then getting James Harden, who not the same James Harden. This is Shellam himself. Had to deal with that. The man got a damn broken nose bone. On top of that, had to wear a mask for the rest of the series. How much we gonna throw dirt on Joel Embiid? Joel Embiid should be all NBA first team. Period. And Giannis should be taken out.
Mm-hmm. Also, you want Giannis to be taken out? You know, you're unbelievable. Bro. I see. I tried to tell you. This is personal for you. This is real personal for you. You can't help it. You cannot help it. You need help. You cannot go one episode if Giannis is on anything. He ain't bothering you. He's out there making dad jokes. Your boy KD is liking the jokes. You know, so everybody out here chilling, but you out here going back on something.
He's corny. Stop it.
I don't care.
Just like Eli Manning, corny.
There you go. There you go. Hating again. Spreading the hate. Just hating. You can't help yourself. All you have to do is let the world know you don't like Giannis, and it's only because of one reason that he accidentally did. Because he accidentally stepped on Kyrie Irving's foot. At this point, you shouldn't even care if his foot got stepped on because there's a situation that Kyrie and Kevin Durant is on right now. Okay? You shouldn't even care. Oh, you have a confused look on your face. You don't know the reason why?
Why not?
Why?
What's the problem?
Because your Brooklyn Nets, your Brooklyn Nets have two problems right now. Problem number one is your GM, Sean Marks, made the accurate decision saying that they are utterly frustrated with the situation with Kyrie Irving, as they should. And they feel like
as they should.
And they don't
I agree.
give this man a max contract because you don't know what Kyrie. One day Kyrie might wake up and say, you know what? I don't feel like playing ball today, but you should give me a $10 million raise. What?
No, I agree with you. Kyrie Irving does not deserve a long-term deal. Pay him year by year.
Yeah, he's gonna pay me year by year. But you know what? I won't show up half the year, but I'll show up the last 20 games if we in the like top 4, top 5.
Well, that wasn't his fault last year. Come on now.
Oh, no, I don't want to hear that.
Next year should be no excuse because he can play home and away games.
Oh, it don't matter now, does it? I care less about that.
I'm saying coming into next season, there should be no excuses for Kyrie Irving not playing home games.
I agree with you.
Unless he's actually injured. Not Ben Simmons injured, but injured. No, like Giannis did and hurt his damn ankle last year.
First of all, you just won't let it go, man. You just won't let it go.
I'm giving you facts.
You're not giving me facts. You're hating. That's what you're doing.
I'm not hating. I give you facts.
Ain't no facts. Stop. Ain't no damn facts. You hate this man. You despise this man because he took your team out like he deserved to be.
Yeah, he cheated. That's what he did.
Oh, see, now, there we go. That's the word I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. He cheated, right?
Yep, it got all like ugly. That's what it got. It's called karma.
Oh my God, whatever. Okay, so obviously.
Anyway.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you have it.
All right. All right, the second team.
Second team. What was the second team?
Well, the second team is Steph Curry, John Morant. Hold on, let me try to find it again. These damn people. So Steph Curry, John Morant, Kevin Durant, DeMar DeRozan, as and Joel Embiid as All NBA's second team. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Give me that list one more time, please. Give me that 5 one more time.
So, Steph Curry, John Morant, Kevin Durant, DeMar DeRozan, and Joel Embiid. So, what is your take on that?
I have no problem with, once again, I have no problem with this list. But I will admit, I do have a little switch. I would have a little switch. And you may have to, and I probably will get a late great, uh, rest in peace, Ray Liotta. I will probably get Joe Pesci for this. But I would probably switch LeBron James to put on the NBA All Second Team, and I will put Kevin Durant on All NBA Third Team. Go ahead. I know. The reason why I'm saying it is because LeBron James played more games than Kevin Durant did, and I believe he's played. I did believe. Let's be honest. LeBron James played had a better year this year than Kevin Durant did, separately, not team wise. Not team wise, but obviously one with the playoffs, the other one didn't. I'm talking about separately. LeBron James had a better year than Kevin Durant did, and that is hard for me to say because I am a quality KD fan, and I need to apologize to KD if he ends up hearing this. I apologize, but LeBron had a better year than you did this year. He really did. As a man, I can't stand this dude at times on the court, but I can't say nothing bad of what he did this year. They're going 36, going on 37. The man damn near, I believe, I think he was so close, one game away from one. I think he's like a game or two away from the scoring title. The man is 36, 37 years old, has not been done since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar day. It's very impressive. Very impressive. While still averaging, what's it, 27, 28 points a game, 8 assists, 9 rebounds. With street clothes Anthony Davis, and Lord help us all, Russell Westbrook. And I'm only talking on the court. I'm not talking anything off the court. Obviously, the team is not constructed to win the championship with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook. But somehow, some way, this man made it work, even with the season that they had with his KD. Unfortunately, he did get hurt by his own favorite team, my favorite teammate, Bruce Brown. Got hurt in that game. And your team had dipped damn near out of the damn conference. They did win a little couple of games, whatever here and there, got a little couple wins, whatever. That's all good, it's all cool. But then we saw what happened in the playoffs. KD got shut down by Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, the team that's currently in the Eastern Conference Finals, one game away from the NBA Finals, by the way. So, in the hindsight, by me saying all that, I just personally agree with you that LeBron James should have been all NBA second team, and Kevin Durant should have been all NBA third team. Now, I know I got Joe Pesci coming. I know I got a Des Blasphemous. I know I got it coming, but I just want to hear your eloquent come back to what I just said.
Mr. Wilson, you're unbelievable, man. You're unbelievable, man. I mean, you gotta make a vote for LeBron James. No disrespect. You gonna vote for him because he played more games than Kevin Durant, but the fact my partner in crime like to leave out that Kevin Durant got hurt. And before they got hurt, there was a top 5 seed in the Eastern Conference. Why? Because of Bruce Brown and his overhyper self. Just want to dive the ball and not knowing when he diving the damn ball, and he want to bump into Kevin Durant knee and have him out for a goddamn 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, and after that, you don't have Kyrie Irving, and you got James Harden looking like Professor Clump. Pittsburgh Doughboy, by the way, who wasn't in shape, had an ACL, come off an ACL problem, wasn't helping anybody, actually winning in goddamn game. But he was not doing enough to actually keep the Nets afloat. Okay, Kawhi, because there was no Kevin Durant and you only had Kyrie Irving on road games. Okay, so I want to hear that. Okay, Kevin Durant is the best player in the league. Kevin Durant is the best scorer in the league right now. The one of the best all around players in the league right now. And for you, Mr. Wilson, to say that he should be taken out for LeBron James is totally unnecessary, utter nonsense. Okay, Kevin Durant, you can make an argument for him being first All NBA. You can make an argument for Kevin Durant, who should be all NBA second team. You better not put him on that damn third team. I tell you that. Well, LeBron James is that. I tell you that. You better not put him on that damn third team. But people like you feel that way because of your hateration, okay? The haterade that you've been actually drinking because you want to come and contaminate Barclays Center with your hating New York Knicks loving self and don't want to see anybody prosper in Brooklyn. I don't want to hear that from you. I don't want to hear that. I actually expect that from you. I expected better from you. Okay? Kevin Durant deserved to be on the first team and on the second team. And LeBron James, who did not make the playoffs, by the way. Okay? He didn't have any help with Anthony Davis. He's damn out for damn half the year. Okay? And they got Russell Westbrook. I mean, good luck with that going forward. Okay? LeBron James played very well. He averaged at least 30 a game. But at the end of the day, Kevin Durant made it to the damn playoffs. Kevin Durant averaged more points than LeBron James. Kevin Durant is the better scorer. And Kevin Durant has and should be more respected in a conversation when it comes to LeBron James. Period. I don't want to hear that New York Knicks contaminated nonsense when it comes to you. Stop it, okay? That's why you have Brooklyn billboards across the street from Madison Garden because the haters like you. See, even karma, see, God don't like ugly. God do not like ugly, okay? That's what happens, okay? When you want to come and contaminate everything just because y'all can't even make a damn player game. I don't want to hear that. And you want to talk about Julius Randle last year making all NBA second team. Who cares? He only got one playoff win in his life. One playoff win, and that's the same playoff win y'all actually want to go on 34th Street and actually block traffic across the street from Bravo and everything. Like, we need more traffic on 34th Street. Okay, stop it. I don't want to hear nothing, and be respectful when you put Kevin Durant name in your mouth. Period. Go.
Okay. First of all, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll just give you a little fun. I'm just giving you facts and opinions. That's all it's good. All this nonsense talking about, oh, KD. Look, first of all, I told you, I tell you KD's the best scorer in the league. Do I not say that? I tell you that. I tell you that all the time. I say that. Because it's true. KD is the best scorer in the NBA right now in the last decade. There is nobody that scores the way that this brother scored the basketball. So that's a compliment. That's number one. Number two, I'm only speaking the facts from what I've seen from this brother this year. And I am not the biggest LeBron James fan. But I have to give credit where credit is due. The man showed up this year, balled out, and is well deserving of this opportunity. He deserves to be in a higher position than anybody else I can think of. He deserves to be 78 second on team. It's just me. Am I wrong about it? No, I'm not. But he deserves to be in that position. Very, very simple. Okay? Now you can stop all your hateration. Ain't got nothing to do with me contaminating Barclays Center. Now, see, he was already contaminated all Kyrie's nonsense. And the ugly ass lamb outfits that Ben Simmons was wearing all this. There you go, got the book again. Put the book down, damn it. Every time I told you, I got the damn book. Put the book down, man. Put the damn book down. There you go, you're real. See, this is what I'm talking about your hate. This is what I'm talking about your hate. You got problems, brother. You got problems. You don't listen. Put the damn book down. Put the book down. I ain't sitting here saying nothing about my team. I'm talking about your team. Your team was already contaminated before I even got there. Your team
Oh,
was already
stop it! No, it wasn't. Oh no, it wasn't.
Yes, it
I don't
was.
want
Yes,
it.
it was.
Ah, please.
Your team was contaminated the minute I got there. It was already contaminated. Well, all Kyrie's hot. I want to play 1 minute. I don't want to play. He was already contaminated. Then you already had James Harden. James Harden probably made the best decision and leave and left, even though he is a shell of what he used to be. Oh, don't get me started with Mr. Green looking just like Gumby looking Ben Simmons ass. Oh, my back hurt one day, and then you next day he in the gym talking about, oh, y'all got this on camera? Oh yeah, I'm playing. And then next thing you know, your team got, got swept off the floor. They got swept out their own city by the team that's actually playing in game 6 tomorrow that looks like they about to close out the Miami Heat. Now it's like it's always the Knicks fans' fault. It's somebody else's fault. We ain't got nothing to do with y'all. We ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Y'all made this decision. They chose to sign up with the Brooklyn Nets. This is what y'all wanted. And I told y'all, we gonna see. Yeah, we gonna see. And obviously, y'all have proved to be a better team so far. But I told y'all, KD is not the problem. Kyrie is the problem. You know what Kyrie should do, my brother? He should leave your Brooklyn Nets and go back to LA play with LeBron. I don't know how he's gonna do it. I don't know how the hell you can get rid of Westbrook's contract. But somehow, some way, the way Kyrie talked in his last episode in the boardroom, he made it seem like he wants to be back with LeBron and win another championship. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. I'm done. You put the book down. Put the book down. There you go hating again. There you go hating again. Go ahead. Go.
Oh, you done? Oh, stop it! Oh, please. Okay, I saw the damn bowl and then damn what's the what Brandon Marshall podcast as well. What's that? I am an athlete. I saw the damn podcast. I don't want to hear it from Kyrie Irving. You had a chance and you blew it. Okay, and now you want to come to Brooklyn and actually stink up the joint in the last playoffs, and actually I was kind of young, I was kind of stupid, I didn't want to listen to bro. I just wanted my own thing, and stuff like. Shut up! Don't want to hear that. Okay, you had your chance and you actually blew it. Okay, and I'm tell you right now, Marks. Let me tell you, you better not trade Kyrie Irving for no damn Russell Westbrook, okay? Let the Knicks do that, okay? Not us. We are not the Knicks, okay? Let the Knicks do that and trade Russell Westbrook, okay? Stop it. I will not want Russell Westbrook on the New York Nets roster, okay? I don't care what history he has with KD, okay? You can't trust him either, okay? I don't want to hear that. Ben Simmons, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant do not mix at all, okay? First of all, you know Ben Simmons gonna goddamn play with his bad back self, okay? And then you have KD who needs to put on more weight and go to the Big Mama house and actually put on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, eat some yams and some fried chicken, some baked macaroni cheese, and work out and lift some weights, okay? Because you have people like Giannis and Al Horford, by the way, just bullying you on the court because you're so goddamn skinny, okay? You need to put on some damn muscle, just like Anthony Davis did, because you see Anthony Davis came in the league, he was looking like a damn spaghetti noodle, just running around the court, and he actually put on some weight to actually, do his thug dizzle, like we call it. Okay, then you have Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, you don't know what the hell you're gonna get with this guy. You don't know what you're gonna get with this man. I mean, you want to blame Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel, who actually was the scapegoat on how disastrous the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm going to say the Lakers. I don't want to say Los Angeles. I'm going to say the Lakers, okay? How disastrous Westbrook was. I mean, my God. And he getting $48 million next year. $48 million. That reminds me of Kim Bone Walker getting a 1 year, $20 million contract for what?
You watch him out.
Excuse me? Excuse me about what?
Watch him out. Watch him
what?
out.
About that bum? That's a
Meanwhile,
bum. That
I
man
know.
robbed y'all for $12 million. That all that man did was he's a damn water boy and a Gatorade boy, and a damn damn cheerleader. That's what he was this last season. That man didn't do nothing for your damn team, and you paid that man $20 million. You should be ashamed. Shame on you, Knicks. Shame on you. I don't want to hear that. But
What I
anyway,
said
Russell
is
Westbrook is not a fit for the Brooklyn Nets. Excuse me, the New York Nets, by the way.
it's Brooklyn.
No,
It's
it's New
Brooklyn.
York.
It's Brooklyn. Okay, it's Brooklyn. I don't want to hear that.
Anyway, as of right now, we have the Boston Celtics going and going to Boston. By the way, going to Boston, 3 games to 2. Do the Boston Celtics close out the Miami Heat tomorrow night? Mr. Wilson, it's on you.
Oh, this series is over. This series is over. I don't know what happened to this team, and I'm speaking of obviously I'm speaking of Miami. I don't know what the hell happened to this team, but this series is over. There's nothing more to talk about here. This series is done. This series is a wrap. I'm so confused and conflicted about Jimmy Butler at times. One game, the man drops 20, 27. Another game, he has 4 or 5 points. The next game, him and his team go in and destroy Boston on a Saturday night, and then you ain't seen Jimmy since. One game, we don't know if Duncan Robinson is on the court, and the next minute, Robinson's in street clothes. 1 minute, Tyler Hero's playing, and the next game, he's not. One game, Adebayo shows up, and the next minute, he getting dunked on by Jaylen Brown. 1 minute, Jason Tatum is dropping damn near 30, and next you know, he's inconsistent with 4 for 15, 4 for 17 shooting. 1 minute, Jaylen Brown is doing his thing, and the next game, he ain't. 1 minute, Marcus Smart has 20 points and 28 points in one game, and next no, he only got 5. I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna take back what I just said. I'm gonna change it. I think this might go 7. You know why? Because it does not matter at this point who wins this game.
Nope.
It don't
You
matter.
made your predictions. You got to stick
Yeah,
with it.
I know, I know.
I'm not trying to change up right now.
I'm changing. It's going 7, and I'm gonna somehow, some way, I'll stick with my end. But I'm so unsure of this whole situation with this roster. Excuse me. Where the hell is the Kyle Lowry I remember from Toronto? I don't see that Kyle Lowry right now. Kyle Lowry is the reason why Kyle Lowry and Jimmy Butler, they're like this. They're close. They have been. Their children, the Jimmy Butler godfather, yada yada yada. But there's a reason why that Kyle Lowry is there. You have Jimmy Rowe. Jimmy's the alpha. Bam should be your omega. But Kyle Lowry is the glue that should keep this team going. I will give a shout out to Victor Oladipo, who looks absolutely great right now, and it is good to see him back on the court after the horrible injuries this man has had. I'm confused what the hell they're gonna do with Duncan Robinson. You can't pay somebody $98 million and then have him in street clothes. The man's not one game he's playing like literally 5, 10 minutes.
Well, y'all do it.
Huh?
The Knicks do it.
What I'm saying is, first of all, he's not even playing. He's not even in the starting lineup. You got Gabe Vincent and Max Strauss as your starters. They are shooters, but they're not the shooter Duncan Robinson is.
Can I ask you a question? How many games did Evan Fournier started this year?
What does that have to do?
I
What does that have to do
You
with
talk
playoffs?
about Duncan Robinson that started. I mean, how much money they paid Evan Fournier? How much money? What, $80 million? Close to $80 million?
What does that have to do with this conversation? This part of the
Oh,
conversation.
because you brought up Duncan Robinson money. Oh, excuse me, and him not playing. How many games did Evan Fournier start?
That's not the
And how many
point.
games did he play in?
That's not even the same conversation.
Yes, it was the same
Miami,
conversation.
how is that? Miami's in the playoffs right now. My team isn't.
No, 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 no.
What is your
Did
point?
Duncan Robinson play the whole playoffs?
No,
Right. Did he play the whole damn regular season?
partially, yeah.
Did he play that many games as Evan Fournier?
No, Duncan Robinson played. Oh no, he played. Fournier played more. He was the starter.
And how much money I paying him again?
Leave the man money alone. All right. I said what
I mean, you don't believe it. Let's stop it. I'll stop it. I'll
you know what's
play.
funny?
I'll play. You want to talk about Duncan Robinson money, and you paid a man $80 million, and they ain't do a damn thing for you this year. I want to hear it.
What I'm simply saying is, a team that is currently in the playoffs, you can't tell me you re-sign somebody for $98 million and then you don't even play him in the rotation when you need him in the playoffs. That is my point. See, you just want to dig at me because my team again is not in the playoffs. Yeah, and it excites you. It makes you happy to see my pain. We don't get no ping pong balls. We don't get a lottery yet. We're not even the top of the lottery. Not even the top three, top five, not even top 10. And that in your
Cause y'all
situation makes you
stink.
happy.
That's why.
You cannot go one episode. One episode. We'll talk about this LeBron team. You can't help it. Your hate for my blood and my team is real. But it's okay. You know why? Because we will prosper one day. We will prosper. We will prosper one day. We will be better. We will be back one day. I don't know
I gotta
when
take a
that's
shot for
happening.
that one. I gotta take a shot for. I mean, cheers to the New York Knicks, who's gonna prosper one day. Cheers. Shout out to Click
So
Vodka real quick.
we will be better. We will
Mm.
be better eventually. Okay, we will be better. I mean, we've gone down so much. We don't know no place to go but up. Okay. All right. We've had paper bags over our heads. We've
Oh,
had
please.
sexual conduct. We've gone through a lot. All right.
Y'all been going through a lot for the past 50 plus
All
years.
right. All right. All
I
right.
want to hear
All right.
that.
All right. All right. Just leave my team alone.
We supposed to be sorry for y'all. I be going through a lot the past 50
Yes. 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 Yes.
that's going to be a poll. Is the
Oh
New
my
York Knicks
God.
gonna is the New York Knicks gonna
Yeah.
prosper one day? I'll put that a poll. Yeah, make sure you go vote. Okay, I put that a poll on Spotify. Is the New York Knicks gonna prosper one day? I wanna know what you think. I wanna know what you think. I'll play. I'll play. Anyway. First of all, I think that the Boston Celtics are gonna win this series. Okay, I think the injuries on Miami is very, very serious. You're right about Kyler Murray. Not he's been injured in the beginning of the series. He did come back in that second game and actually did his thing, but excuse me, we haven't seen that in a while. In the last couple of games, I want to say a while, last couple of games, but Kyler Murray got he got Kyler Murray. What's his name? Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. The guard for the Miami. I can't keep up, man. I can't keep up with the birds, bro.
His name is Kyle Lowry,
Oh, Cal
like Mike
Lowry. Oh,
Lowry,
Cal Lowry.
like
Oh,
Mike
I see.
Lowry.
Oh, like Mike Lowry. Oh,
Lord have
Cal
mercy.
Lowry. Oh, my
Lord have
fault.
mercy. Lord.
My fault. My fault. Kyle Lowry. Oh, okay. Like Lowry's like the seasoning. Okay, gotcha. All right, but Anyway, Kyle Lowry has to step up. This is bringing me to the whole Embiid tweet. Embiid tweeted that Miami Heat need a second star, and Kyle Lowry is not that second star for you. Um, Going into the off season, which I feel like the Miami Heat are going to do, knowing Pat Riley. You should know Pat Riley because he's the coach of damn orange and blue team, by the way, who should be banned from Madison Square Garden, by the way, if I was the owner for the Knicks. Him and John Stark should be banned. But you like to bloviate and actually celebrate, them 90 Nick teams, with Pat Riley and John Starks. By the way, they should be banned for life for basketball. Talk about they should be carried out like Charles Oakley would carry out, in a damn Madison Square Garden. Okay, I want to hear that. Okay, that man Pat Riley cost the New York Knicks a championship in that Game 7 against the Houston Rockets. Why? Because he kept that bum John Starks in, and who was 0 from 88 from 3-point land and all that, who had Ronaldo Blackman, who's a well-known scorer in the league, multi-time All-Star by the league, multi all NBA, by the way, but you had him at the end of the bench because you want to keep John Stockton, who was 0 from 88, for everywhere he actually got the shot the damn ball from. Okay, I don't want to hear that. If I was the owner for the New York, if I were James Dolan, Pat Riley and John Stockton should be banned from Madison Square Garden. But getting back to Pat Riley, knowing the mastermind that he is when it comes to being a GM, like Phil Jackson, by the way. The Knicks had none of the bad experience with, but anyway, we don't get onto that. Okay, Pat Riley. I think he gonna spartan up and try to get another, big Class A free agent to actually work with, Jimmy Butler, by the way. And he has a good assistant, which is Alonzo Mourning, who knows how to win championships, by the way. And I think that, Joel Embiid is right. But let me ask you this, Marcus. Would you trade Bam for Embiid?
Would I trade Bam Adebayo for Joel Embiid? I would make that trade. I would make that trade. And it's not because of what Adebayo isn't, it's what Joel Embiid is. Adebayo, Bam is a great defensive player. All defense is their second team. But the one thing that Embiid does is command the basketball. He can play in the low post, and he can shoot from the mid range, and also at times from three. Recently, as opposed to this year, Embiid has been more physical and going to the post and hitting from the mid range. He's not really like in the past. When you saw him, when we saw his game evolve, he's taking more. But people like Shaq and Chuck, and what we've been saying is like, yo, man, get your ass down that post and dominate. I don't mind hitting middies. I don't mind hitting floaters. But nah, man, you need your ass down that post. That is what Bam Adebayo cannot do. Adebayo is a great defensive player. He is a better passer. And I would say at times he can be at times he's a better defensive player. Or let's put it like this, he's more of a more all-around player than Joel Embiid. Embiid, at times that we have seen, he does take possessions off on defense. Bam Adebayo does not. Maybe in some aspects you want to say Adebayo is a better defender than Joel Embiid, but in terms of overall, Embiid is a better low post scorer, mid-range shooter, pretty much overall way more of a scorer than Bam Adebayo is. So in terms of star power and having Adebayo, having Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler, and Kyle Lowry, as opposed with Tyler Hero, and if you decide to keep Duncan Robinson, you have a good five, and you still have Oladipo as a six man coming off the bench with Strauss, with Gabe Vincent. If everybody stays healthy, that's a same thing as they were this year, number one seed. You have the same thing, so I would absolutely make that trade. Go ahead. Would you make that?
I would be hesitant. I'd be hesitant to make that trade because just the health of Embiid. That would be the only bottom line of going into making that trade. Yes, Embiid is the better offensive player than Bam. Bam is the better defensive player, but Joel Embiid can actually play defense as well when he wants to. At the end of the day, it's all about putting the points on the board. So if I'm going into making this trade, I'm looking at every single doctor document about Joel Embiid because this is a very risky trade. I don't. One thing that Embiid has over Bam, I don't think Bam will ever be a first All NBA person. Hell, he might be a third. As an argument, he might be second All NBA. Most likely third if he has another great season, but I don't think he would ever be a first All NBA. And coming down to that, if I was Pat Riley, I would call the Philadelphia 76ers like, hey, is Joel Embiid available? And you know, how could we make you an offer you can't refuse? Just to quote the Godfather, one of my favorite movies of all time. How? And rest in peace to the guy that played Henry Hill and Goodfellas as well, who died today while he was filming. That's crazy. A new film, but yeah, I will actually go into deep thought actually trading Joel Embiid for Bam because I know more. I could get more offensively, but the question is health wise with Joel Embiid. That's always his question, but that's always his bottom line with.
I agree with you 100%. And his name is Ray Liotta, rest in peace. Henry Hill, Ray Liotta. That's a good brother. He's a damn good actor.
Legend.
Yeah, damn good actor. He passed away in the Dominican Republic. Heart attack. Leave it at that.
I ain't know he living in. I ain't know he living in the Dominican Republic. He said in his house.
No. It was in his house. It was in a house. Shooting the film in DR.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's what the sport. But you know, we lost a good one.
Yeah, legend right there.
That's a legend right there. I don't think that's Henry Hill. You know, shout out to one of my favorite movies of all time, Goodfellas. You know,
Class. That's arguably one of the best, the best mob films of all time.
Absolutely. That is literally top 20. That's top 20.
No, no, that's not even top 20. That's like top 3. Because when you have like surveys of top 3 all time mob films.
Okay, mob films. Yes, that's top 3.
I said mob films, not films all time.
Okay.
Mob films. Goodfellas used to come first. Okay. Godfather, and then you have.
You want for Casino?
Some people pick Casino, and that third spot is kind of hard. People pick Casino. Some people will put the Departed in there. Some people will put Carlito's Way. A lot of people will put in Johnny Brasco. A lot of people put The Godfather 2 in there. But for me, Goodfellas, I'm a Godfather guy, but I love Goodfellas. But I will put The Godfather first, Goodfellas second, and then I'm gonna do Casino number 3.
look, man. I'm fine with either way, bro. I just I can't argue that. Like Goodfellas for me, and shout out to our mutual friend, shout out to Liz. She's a Goodfellas fan too. Goodfellas, we both good. We like I could watch it every single day and still act like it's the first time I see it.
Exactly. Never get bored.
Never get bored.
That's how classic that film is.
Um,
Bro, is there any other thing you want to touch on
um,
before we get out of here?
you do have to touch on this Naomi and Sasha Banks situation. Um, just real quick, what was your thoughts when you heard about it?
When I first heard about it, I wasn't surprised, to be honest with you. That women's tag team, you don't have enough talent to have a women's tag team division. I understand you try to give them more screen time or camera time and stuff like that, but
Mhm.
you don't have the talent, enough talent, and we never had good original women's tag teams. It just always seemed like these two people just run together. It didn't make any sense. They didn't have a good name or nothing like that. They just this is the Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. Okay. What's the name of the tag? It's not a traditional tag team when it comes to the women division. You know what I'm saying? You always had that with the men's. Like you got RK Bro, you got the Rockers, the Heart Foundation, the Outsiders, and stuff like that. But whenever it came to a women tag team, they never had like any like foundation or any good, women tag team names. I mean, they did it like in the beginning of the Women's Revolution, but that was just factions. You had Team Bad. You had Charlotte team on her Becky Lynch and Paige.
Mhm.
You had that, but that was just factions. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like actually a tag team name. But me hearing they're walking out, I understand why they did that. I feel like they are not being respected as a talent. Um, the actually writing for the WWE sucks, and they need to do something about it. I mean, Vince, come on, man. It comes to a point when your daughter and your son-in-law are leaving. They
Yeah.
taking a leave of absence.
Yep.
I mean, it's coming to a point when he actually destroying. He's actually destroying NXT. NXT was probably the second best program other than SmackDown because everybody hates Raw. Everybody's watching and deal with it just to keep up with the damn storyline. But Raw is horrible. I don't know, Monday Night Raw never been that horrible in years. It's hard to watch Monday Night Raw. I come home from work on a Monday and I turn on USA and you know what I do? I put it on mute. I put it right on. I put the mute button. I put the mute button. I press the mute button like this. Okay, just press it like that. Okay, because I only look for certain moments in that show that I really want. Like if there's a Seth Rollins and a Cody, I might listen to that whole promo as well. If it's like a Becky Lynch or someone like that, I listen to that. Kevin Owens and the Elias whole saga. It depends on what segments that they actually going in that I actually want to listen to. But other than that, Monday Night Raw is on mute. Now, when I watch SmackDown, when I do have the chance to watch SmackDown, the mute button is not on. I can watch SmackDown from the beginning to the end. Why? Because it's 2 hours. They say 2 hours, but you got the commercial time and everything. But the storyline and the writing for SmackDown is great. NXT, I can't even watch. I can't watch NXT. I wasn't a big fan of it in the beginning. Once you had like Finn Balor on them guys going to NXT and stuff like that, Samoa Joe, I started paying attention a little bit every day on Wednesday. But other than that, ever since Triple H got away from NXT, it sucks. They got all these damn bright lights, and they got Rick Steiner's son as the world heavyweight champion. No problem with that. He's a great athlete. He's great. But the storyline, so you got Mandy Rose, who couldn't even prosper on Raw for all them years with her sexy self, which is the tragedy. It's a tragedy. Mandy Rose, who can't get over like that. It's a damn tragedy, okay? Sonya Deville should go over. If Sonya Deville is more over than Mandy Rose, I mean, what the hell are we going with? Sonya Deville over Mandy Rose? I mean, my God. I mean, what else to say about that? Mandy Rose is fine. I love me some Mandy Rose, okay, with the white toes and everything. I love you. But if your best friend is over than you, that means whoever's writing for you should be fired. Fired right away. Now, we understand you NXT Women's Champion, but my Lord, you're not on the main roster. And that's a damn shame. You on the main roster for all them years, and you got to take a step back. You went from the major leagues to the G leagues.
And here's the crazy thing about it. They had his match at SummerSlam 2 years ago. Who won that match? Mandy Rose won that match.
Mandy Rose won that match.
How the hell does the person who gets fired end up being in a better position on the main roster than you were when you beat the person?
That just means whoever's right for her.
Needs to go.
Because I'm pretty sure she'll come on home promos. If she does, respect to you if you do. But it's not working. But I think somebody's writing for her, and whoever's writing for her should be fired. Mandy Rose should be on the main roster, whether it's on Raw or SmackDown. Period. I mean, I mean, Vince McMahon, you gotta do something, bro. I understand. Yeah, I understand. You got the board of directors and people to please, because your company is public. One of the first mistakes you made is going public. Okay, you could have kept that just in the family alone. Okay, you had to go public. I'm not saying about the money. That's what made you a billionaire and stuff like that. But the product stink. I mean, it comes to a point I want to watch Monday Night Raw. I just go to Peacock and watch some old Monday Night Raw. I go watch, the Monday Night Raw when Brutus the Barber Beefcake got hit in the head with a damn briefcase and he had to wear a mask at WrestleMania 9 with Hulk, tagging with Hulk Hogan against the $1 Million Corporation. I go back and watch stuff like that. And you go back and watch old stuff like that, it's so damn cheesy, but it's entertaining. It's more entertaining than the stuff we actually see right now. And I was a kid watching it. And I still get excited when I actually watch this old footage on the network. And the stuff on the network is better than the actual product that you actually go live with every damn week. It's disgusting. It's a shame. And I don't know what the hell AEW is doing. I don't know what the hell. I'm so damn lost with the AEW. I don't know. I mean, they just signed everybody left and right. They just brought Ring of Honor and stuff like that. What the hell is going on in AEW? I mean, my God. I mean, they roster is like at least 80 people on a damn roster. I mean, you go to AEWshop.com, you don't know what the hell to buy. I mean, you got Sting, you got Chris Jericho, you got the Lucha Brothers. You got everybody. You got the Hardy Boys. I mean, this is like early '90s WCW.
That's exactly where I was going.
You got the Steiner Brothers. You got Legion of Doom. You got Lex Luger and Sting. I mean, you got Hogan, Macho Man. You got damn Jake the Snake Roberts. You got Mick Foley. I mean, my God. I mean, you got all these top tier wrestlers in your damn organization, and you still getting beaten ratings?
Just like the Monday Night Wars. Just like
you have CM Punk. You got an Uprising Star and an MJF, one of my favorite villains in the world right now.
Ever.
It's still like they need something fresh. They need something new storyline wise. You have the talent. But my God, if you don't have the good writing to go along with that, with the roster that you have a all-star veteran roster. And when a guy like Rollo is getting more screen time than your damn world heavyweight champion, there's a problem. I mean, Adam Page, he's there like at least twice a month, bro. This man haven't wrestled this is the last pay per view, and the man only come out to do a promo against CM Punk. You expect me to spend like $50 for this pay per view when the man hasn't even wrestled in a damn month? I mean, what the hell is wrong with AEW? Needs somebody like a Bruce Prichard. They need somebody. I mean, Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn ain't gonna do it. I mean, you need somebody who actually you need to call Jim Cornette or somebody because you need to figure out what the hell the company is going. If I was Tony Khan and you signed all these damn high profile wrestlers, paid them hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe millions of dollars and stuff like that, and you don't have a good story, what the hell are you going?
Absolutely. Hey, that's the funny part. I'm glad you said that because that's exactly what it reminded me of. It reminded me of WCW Thunder. That's what. You know how bad that turned out. You know exactly
Watch
how
mouth.
bad that turned out.
Watch mouth.
You gonna sit here and act like WCW Thunder wasn't
When it first started, when Thunder first started, it was cool.
I'm not talking about the beginning. I'm not talking about the beginning. I'm talking about the end.
Okay, yeah, yes.
Exactly. It stunk. Just like everything on the show. When Ric Flair left, it stunk. When we were dealing with issues with Sting, and then Roddy Piper showed up. Then not the Ultimate Warrior, but Warrior. Then Warrior showed up and had one of the absolute worst matches, and they put it on the biggest show called Starcade. Oh, I'm sorry, not Hulk Hogan. Hollywood. Stop it.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. About Hogan. When you talk about the GOAT, you know the rules. You know the rules. When you talk about the GOAT, you know the rules. First of all, the number one rule is watch your mouth. And the second rule is don't be disrespectful to Hollywood Hogan, okay? That man is a trendsetter. That man is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. One of the greatest talents of all time. Okay, so people like you need to show some respect. Okay, this man is a two-time Hall of Famer. Okay, this man in the Hall of Fame for being yellow and red Hulkamania, and he also in the Hall of Fame and being Hollywood Hogan of the NWO, the greatest faction ever in wrestling history. Period. So watch your mouth.
The second greatest faction. I don't care what you say. The second greatest faction. I don't give a damn what you say.
But who's the first?
Oh, you know, it's D-Generation X all day.
Oh, play. Oh, stop it up, please.
No, it's D-Generation X all
Get
day.
the fuck out of here! One fucking warming up. Get out of here!
There you go.
Stop it. There will be no DX without the NWO. Remember that.
There will be no DX without NWO. I don't want to hear that. There will be no NWO without DX.
Play. Who came first?
I don't feel like
that's the NWO in 1996, and DX came later in 97. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. A plays. Anyway.
Nah, we good, brother. We good.
All right, so that's the end of Saucy Discourse, episode 18 of our season 2. We appreciate everybody for joining the live stream, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on our Social TV, Twitch channel, and also on Social Conversation YouTube as well. We are Social TV Facebook page. We appreciate you for joining the broadcast. If you're not watching the video, you're just listening at home, we appreciate you for listening to all the streaming platforms that we're on, audio-wise, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasts, you can get Saucy Discourse. We appreciate you for joining in. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, hit that like button as well. Share the broadcast, and also go to Teespring and get some official merch, baby, because we got a lot of merch over there, baby. We got some t-shirts, baby. We got some hats, baby. We got something for the dogs and the puppies, baby. So make sure you go get something for yourself or something for your kids or something for your pets as well. Saucy Discourse, we out of here. My brother, appreciate you. We see you on episode 19. Hit that damn saucy bomb. And we see you. We out. Taking us out. Big fun. How we roll. We out.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.